Hey everyone, so today I thought I'd go through a quick Q&A. There are 3 questions that keep popping up all the time on the comments down below. One of them is what brushes I like to use or which ones I'm using in my video, which acrylic brands I use and for what reason, and then the other one is on top coats and which UV top coats I use in my videos. So I just thought I'd go through them real quick and kind of give you guys a brief description of what I use and what works for me. I am not affiliated with any of these. I just like to say real quick, everything here I purchased with my own money and I acquired over time. Some of it worked for me, some of it didn't. I'm not saying that one product is superior to the other. I'm just letting you guys know what works for me, and if you find something that works for you, by all means use that if you find something that works. So first, I'd just like to go over the brushes that I use. So my absolute favorite brush, or my very first brush, was this NSI Grand number 8 Kolinsky. It's an oval. This one's about 3 years old now, and it's seen better days. The hairs are starting to come out now, but this was my very first and my favorite brush. These run about $25 to $30 if you're purchasing them now. When I got them in a kit from NSI, which was the Attraction kit. I don't remember the name of the kit, but it was about $200, and it came with this brush. But I did love this brush when I used it. I don't use it anymore because, like I said, the hairs are coming out now, and you can see it's kind of thin and very sad looking, but it's been good to me, so I just thought I'd mention it. You can see it's very dirty and old. So the brush I'm currently using is this number 8, and it was the brand name said Fuji here. It's kind of worn off, you can't see it anymore, but it was from naillightinc.com. It's a Kolinsky. It was a round Kolinsky, but what I did was I took some pliers and I actually smushed this to give it the oval shape, because I like a fat brush here. I find that I work better with them, but I don't particularly care for the round. I feel like I can get in better with it more pointed. So I shaped this one, like I said, I smushed it here, and then I shaped it to the point that you see now. And I apologize that this isn't clean. I didn't wash my brushes before I did this, which I probably should have. But this is the one you probably see me use most on my videos right now. And this one again was from naillightinc.com, and it ran about $10 when I purchased it. So it's a very good deal, and it's been a very good brush so far. I've had it for about, probably 3 months maybe now, and it's done fine. I've cleaned it a few times and no problem at all. So the other one I want to mention that I use is this number 2, and it's an oval. And this one I only use for like 3D, like the bow that I have here. If you guys watched my last video, I use this one to make the bows. That's about all I use these ones for, and for that it works great. I like a teeny one. Some people use 4s or 6s. I haven't had any luck with the bigger sizes. I prefer this tiny size for my 3D. The reason I brought these ones out is I did purchase these online, and you get like 5 for, and they're pretty inexpensive, and they advertise them as being Kolinskys, but I've had nothing but trouble with these. The hairs either fall out or the acrylic gets stuck to it. So for me, these, I don't use them anymore. I have a drawer full of them, and they're just sitting there because I find that they're hard to work with. Like I said, they get gummed up by the end of a set. I feel like I'm fighting with it more than it's helping. So I just thought I'd share that with you. If you can work with them and they're great for you, then by all means. But for me, these ones, like on eBay, they don't work. So the next thing is the UV top coat that I use. I mainly use either NSI Glaze and Go or the OPA Axum top coats. Now the NSI, for this size, it's about $7 for the small one. You can get the larger size, which is a 1/2 ounce, which is similar to this one, and it's about $16 on Amazon. It works great. I have no problem with it. The shine's wonderful. Out of the two, though, I do prefer the OPI. It doesn't scratch as easily. I've noticed with this one, the Glaze and Go, that after a little bit of using it, the surface does tend to get a little rough or kind of show scratches. I mean, it's not bad at all, and it works wonderfully and it holds up great. It's just one thing that I've noticed, like doing dishes or whatever, if I get the scrubber too close to it, it does tend to leave a mark. Whereas the OPI, you know, I can do almost anything to the nail and it holds up until the end of the nail. I have absolutely no problem with it. This is by far my favorite top coat. You can get this on Amazon on this size for about $10.30 right now. So I have used IBD Intense Seal prior to these two, and it works great too. Had no problems with it. You can pick that up at Sally's, and I believe it was about $10. I could be wrong on that. I didn't check the price. But for me right now, the OPI is what I use, and actually what I do is I take it out of this bottle, and this is an old bottle that I ran out of, and I just pour it, because when I'm doing videos for you guys, I prefer this size to hold in my hand. So actually in this one right now is the OPI. I do have a bigger bottle of Glaze and Go that's in my drawer. So those are the two that I'm using currently. Now for acrylic, when I very first started out, I used Attraction, and it came in a kit, and I don't even remember the name of the kit. It's been so long. It was about 2 or 3 years ago, and it was the very first thing that I bought. And the product itself is wonderful. I've had no problems with the product. It works wonderfully, but it does not work for me. For my nail type, I get lifting almost immediately, and it doesn't matter how well I prepare the nails. It's not for me. It works great on my sister-in-law. I can do her nails and it lasts just fine, but for me it does not work. Like I said, the kit was about $200 like 3 years ago. And it came with the pink, white, clear, couple different shades of white, couple different shades of pink, a brush, monomer, files, nail tips. It was a pretty good kit, I thought, for the price. Mostly I just use this now, this white, for 3D work, just to use it up. Any of the ones that I had not opened, I've actually been giving away in swaps that I've been doing and that kind of thing, because it just doesn't work for me. But the product itself is good. It's easy to handle, easy to work with. It just isn't for me. After I tried that one, I went to ASP from at Sally's Beauty Supply. And this stuff is good. It's a little bit runny, is the only thing. You can get this huge 3.2 ounce thing for $25 right now. What I mostly use this for is if I'm working on practice fingers, or I'm making glitter mixes and I want to put it in there because it's more inexpensive. But if I'm working on myself, I'll maybe use it for the tip, but I will not use it for the part that's going to stick to the actual nail. For that, I prefer the Omega acrylic powder and monomer. And you can purchase this on naillightinc.com. When I purchased it, if you purchase the 8 ounce Omega monomer, you got the acrylic powder for free. On their website, if you buy them separately though, for the 8 ounce Omega monomer, it's $15.99, and for the 4 ounce, which is this size here, it's $10.99. So you're looking at roughly $25 for the set if they're not on sale, but they have that sale quite often. You just kind of have to keep an eye out for it. I have Omega in the deep pink and the clear. As soon as I catch it on sale again, I'm going to be buying the full coverage. I've seen it on Vianney Lou's website, and it looks really pretty. So for me, this is the best that I've found for lifting. This has primer actually in the powder. which helps with lifting, and then on top of that I use their primer, Something Wonderful primer, which works wonderfully. That's what I have in here. I have clear Omega Acrylic in here, and that's what you guys see me use sometimes on my videos. So, but I just thought I'd show you. Like I said, you can purchase that at naillightinc.com. That's also where I bought my brush at, and they have a bunch of different things on there. If you guys are interested, I'll put the link down below. Hopefully that answers some of your questions. Like I said, for me, this is the best. This is the most cost effective, so it just kind of depends. ASP is the most cost effective. It just kind of depends what you're looking for. If you have a lot of lifting like I do, then you might want to try the Omega. Like I said, they have other types of powder and monomer on there. You would just have to go and check it out and see what would work best for you. The NSI, it's a good product. I had no problem with the product. It just didn't work for me. But maybe it'll work for you. It's a little bit more spendy. So for me, it's not cost effective to have this if it's going to start lifting within days of having it on for me. But for my money and for my lifting problem that I have, Omega is by far the best. So if you guys have any other questions that you'd like me to answer, or you have questions on these products that I've shown, I'm more than happy to try to answer them for you. Like I said, I'm not endorsing these. I'm just stating what's worked for me and what I use currently. Who knows, in a month I might find something that works better, but for now, Omega's what I use. And like I said, if you guys have any questions, you know, feel free to downbar me or put it in the if you have any questions, go ahead and put it down below, or you can inbox me. And thank you for watching.